Hey guys, welcome back to our two-part twin flame union soul talks. Before we get started on the second part of this special series, if you are looking to get your twin flame back into your life, you must check out our Souls Plan Twin Flame program. It is seriously changing lives every day. It's like clockwork. People go all in and then they message us letting us know that their twin flame has reached out to them. This seriously is a game changer in the twin flame journey. Check it out for yourself. See how magnetic you are. And now on to our video.
They are not your journey. Your twin flame is not your journey. They are the tool that was used to awaken you. So this is what I really wanted to share with what I heard this morning on Michael Singer's newest book, the Living Untethered. Phenomenal, by the way. I haven't finished it, but it's phenomenal. And there's something that so aptly is pertinent to this connection. And that is Michael Singer will talk about basically a stream. Picture a stream, and then you picture the energy is trying to flow along with the stream in your body, right? And then you have these boulders, which are your samskaras that are blocking the way of the energy passing through. And you can't get to your highest self when you have all these samskaras or these boulders in the way, because your energy keeps bumping up against them and it won't flow properly. So I was thinking about it. Our person, even though other people trigger us, right? Other people trigger us. Our person, literally, when we meet them, it feels like they're bumping up against every samskara we've ever pushed down inside of us. Suddenly we're thinking about how we look, how smart we are, how, every single insecurity, every single problem. This person wasn't nice to me when I was 5 years old, and somehow my person is triggering it for me. Why is that? It's because we have all these samskaras that are blocking the flow of energy that is supposed to go all the way up us, up past our heart chakra, up past our throat chakra, all the way to our crown chakra. That's the flow of energy that's supposed to be going through our body, and it can't because we have all these samskaras that the energy is bumping against. So what is our person? Our person is the one person that is bumping, hitting all of these samskaras within us, that is allowing us to clear out the boulders so that we can have a completely free pathway for all the energy to flow through us to become our highest selves. Because think about it, when you can get the energy up past heart, up through crown, up, that is when you are going to be just like magical, essentially, right? You are going to be the highest version of yourself. And you can't do that without something that bumps against these samskaras that makes you incentivized to release them and get rid of them. But that's what our person does. And that's their role in this journey.
Mm-hmm. They are. Whenever I'm triggered or I'm worried or have any form of lower fear-based energies, I sit with it now because my person triggered me a lot about something that they were I'm working on, right? For my business and for my own personal growth. And you would think when they say stuff to you, you're like, why are you all up in my business? You know what I mean? Like, that's what mine would say. But now I'm like, okay, they're my soul. They are me. Why is this triggering me? And what is it within me that needs to be worked on that I need to release? What is it within me that is getting all this stuff to come up now because of just something they mentioned? Because when they show up with us, they show up with us wanting you to be your best version unintentionally. They just do. They are you. So they want you to be your truest version of you. And in that process, for us to be together, I'm constantly growing within, constantly aligning within. And in order to do that, all these triggers had to have been released for us to even be in the same physical space. And so when you're releasing all these things, they had to be released to get into soul. In order to get into soul, you have to release these things. And to get deeper in soul, you're going to keep releasing these things. So I always use triggers as a way to level up. They might not feel so good. They suck. I get in mine sometimes. I get in mine all the time through them. But then I sit there and I'm like, ooh, what is my soul trying to show me? Let me get deeper in this, because he isn't here to judge me. He's not. He isn't here to talk crap about me. And that's what mine is mine is trying to, but no, he's showing me something. What is being revealed to me and what is being shown within me that I need to release so I can get deeper into myself.
You don't know how many times I've heard my person say, why do you get so offended? I'm not telling you this to get offended. And it's like, but that's where the mind goes with them. It's like anything and everything. It can be so bothering, right? The mind immediately, like I said, they bumped that samskara. It bothered me and I have to figure it out. And so now it's like, I have to reframe when they say stuff. I have to understand there is no ill intent. There's never ill intent from them ever. But that's where mine goes.
Never. Yeah, no, it's always love through them. So even when they say something, mine over analyzes it and tries to understand it, but they weren't doing that to make you feel like crap. You know what I mean? They're not ever intentionally doing that. They show up with us through soul, and they see us as soul. And so when we're not aligned with soul and becoming the version that we are, they call us out on our BS unintentionally from the things they say that trigger the F out of us. They say this, and I'm like hella triggered. And then I'm like, okay, hold on, bring it back. What is it within me that's coming up so I can release it, so I can get back into soul, so that we can both be in the same energetic space. I'm not doing it for them, but holy smokes, they are the one that always brings it out of me.
Joanne, you just brought up something really good. Okay, so let's say you have someone that's like, I really want my person to be able to be there when I'm upset. Well, think about it. If they're there for you the way mind wants you to be there, like for example, they're gonna hold me, they're gonna tell me everything's gonna be okay. You're not getting deeper in your.
No, that's a soulmate.
Yeah,
because think about that. You can be with a soulmate, live happily ever after, never have ever gotten to know yourself, love yourself, got deeper in self, and became your truest, authentic version of you. Nothing wrong with a soulmate. That's just what a soulmate is. The soulmate will never get you to a place where your twin flame will get you to become your truest version of soul, because they are you. They are. So when you expect somebody to save you, show up the way mind wants them to, a soulmate can absolutely do that, because the soulmate isn't there to help you grow the way your twin flame will. Your soulmate who will hug you. Your soulmate will pat your back when you're sad. And that's nothing wrong with that. It's a beautiful thing. But you're like, if I chose a soulmate, the triggers are not going to come up the way it would when I'm with my twin flame. I'm not choosing my twin flame so I can work on my triggers, right? That's not it. My twin flame resonates for me, because this is something I've never ever experienced in my entire lifetime ever before. And I feel like as soon as if I was to be with someone who is not my soul, and I have to show up through mind, it would get exhausting for me now. The deep inner spiritual work it has caused me to be immersed in this, and soul recognition has been tenfold, like crazy, crazy, crazy. It has done so much of that I can't undo it anymore. I can't, even with family members, I can only handle the fear-based energy so much, to where wanting them to show up a way that they should and they could, even if it's not for your best and highest alignment of soul, isn't going to bring you through your highest version of you. It won't. You're going to be comfortable in it. And that's fine. It's just, that's what that looks like. Being with someone who can show up for you the way mind wants them to.
And
There's no,
that's why when your intention is pure, that I'm doing this for me, I'm doing this for my journey, you'll see that that's when all of the absolute magic happens, is because that's what this is about. And when you focus and you put the focus on your journey,
when you actually look at it in the way of like, this isn't just my twin flame, this is my journey with soul, because I don't see my twin flame as separate from me. Like, we're one soul. So whatever he's doing from me, coming about me, through me, what's my soul trying to show me? It's always been you guys know, my purpose, my everything, this whole thing, since I started, the detox. When I did the detox, it was soul. I wanted to get deeper in soul. And my intent has become so pure, it's still getting deeper in soul. And I have my soul. My soul is here. And even that, I still correlate him as my soul, because my soul has bypassed everything else, bypassed his mind and his body. It's now just the one soul. So deep.
yeah, it is.
So freaking deep. So when your twin flame triggers the F out of you, the way our twin flames triggers the F out of us, it's for your spiritual growth. It's for your spiritual ascension. It isn't to be romanticized. It isn't them to sweep you off your feet. They're not going to show up the way a soulmate can. And there's nothing wrong with being with a soulmate. It is a very beautiful thing to have that, to live through the emotions that mind wants to experience and feel, and have them show up the way mind does. The way our people are in our life, they show up the way mind wants them to when we are purely in soul. And they are the biggest catalyst for us to get deeper in soul. It really is an out of this world cosmic experience. And that's probably why a lot of people romanticize it, because when they see their twin flame, they interact with their twin flame, you're experiencing like soul level stuff. You have to, for you guys to be in the same space. I'm sure you all now know that when you manifest them and you get that text and you think back and you're like, holy crap, where was I? What was I doing? Ooh, I was totally just, feeling the unity consciousness of the oneness that I am. And that's just getting a text. What about when they're physically near you? What about when you are literally in each other's space? What about when you have been in each other's space day in and day out, and there's no words needed to be said anymore because they are you? That's that. That's the when you both look at each other's eyes and you're both making love, you become one. That's that crazy out of this world stuff that I was telling you guys that mind like to ruminate on. Sorry. But I know to get deeper in my own soul, to get deeper in soul, because soul is always my goal, I have to always bring it back to me and bring it back to soul. And this is all for you, love. I know it's painful. I know there's addictive energy. I know everybody is in different levels. It is always and has always been for you. Literally, God loves you so much. It brought you a physical person to remind you when you're in soul and to remind you when you're in mind. If you look at this person as simply your soul in another body, all the expectations and preferences and judgment, it goes away. It goes away. Why am I triggered by this person? What are they trying to show me? What is my soul trying to show me? What is my soul trying to allow me to get deeper on so I can be more in soul? OMG. This is like deep, deep, deep stuff. This stuff makes my heart so freaking open. I hope you guys really fell into the messages. And I think this is a two-part. This is a two-part of how the twin flame journey, what you think isn't fair. It isn't fair that you can't be in mind with it It isn't fair that you can't be human in it, right? But it is so freaking beautiful. And that's why we always call it a crazy, beautiful journey. We love you guys. We hope you have an amazing, amazing day. Love you.
Love you. Bye.